Though the Super Eagles of Nigeria are close to clinching the Qatar 2020 World Cup tickets, the lackluster performance of the team is disheartening to many Nigerian fans. Fans have slammed the Super Eagles for a boring performance in their 2-0 win over Liberia in a World Cup qualifier in Morocco on Saturday. Victor Osimhen and Captain Ahmed Musa scored from the penalty spot to give the Super Eagles victory. But fans who watched the match lamented that they were boring to watch and blamed coach Garnet Roy. Meanwhile, Roy has equaled Shuaibu Amadu's record as the team's most capped coach. The win over Liberia was his 53rd as Eagles coach, same as Amadu, who had several stints with the national team between 2001 and 2005. So I have Mia Akiri from the sport desk with us. Mia, what is the staying power of this General?
Well, let me start by saying congratulations to Garnet Roy. That not taking away anything, from what he has done with the national team so far. Some persons, in my own opinion, gave him that opportunity, and by and large, Roy is still the manager of the Super Eagles, despite the fact that a lot of Nigerians are worried that we don't play the best of football anymore. If we take a look at the historical angle, and then they feel the Eagles as a brand should play better football, win matches. Coaches over the world have a style of playing. Wenger during his days at Arsenal would tell you want to play beautiful football even when we lose or not. And the players, were always happy when they played the type of football Wenger wanted. Take a look at the Spanish national team, that dominated world football in 2010. They came up with a tiki-taka style. Fans enjoyed this. So sometimes, or most times, fans will tell you, we want good football and we want to win. It is a challenge getting that. But I don't think Nigerians are asking for much because of the caliber of players that we have. If you take a look at the talent we have in the national team, we should be doing better than what we have today. And some will tell you, even when the Eagles are playing, we don't watch the Eagles anymore. And that's worrisome. Playing against a team like Liberia, the Eagles could only score 2 penalties, 2 goals to secure the maximum 3 points. And a lot of people were disappointed that the team had no character. The team is predictable. If you are a good tactician, you can easily read the Nigerian national team even before the file out. And this is a team at this stage we felt should have a quality bench. You can easily tell players that would make the first 11 in the Super Eagles team under Garnet Roy. But after 5 years in charge of the national team, people are beginning to ask questions. What is wrong? Why are we not getting a quality bench? Why are we not seeing character in the team? And when things like this begin to happen, then you should understand that to a large extent, the fans also know what they are saying.
What do you think is wrong with that team?
Well, the team, as you know, in the last 5 years, have not had character of any sort. Normally, when we were growing up, you could tell what the team would be under Westerhoff, or even as far back as Otto Gloria.
God bless you.
You know how far back we are going now.
1979.
So you know the players to watch out for, and you know the ones that will not make it. And you know the one that will make it will become a game changer, as it were. But in the last 5 years, we've been watching the Eagles for patriotism's sake. That is our team, and we have no choice in this matter. Of course, some will tell you that these are qualifiers, and you qualify the way you can. You cannot play beautiful football when you get to the World Cup proper. But the morning shows the day. If you don't have a team that has an organic center, something to hold them together, then you have no team. Because everybody knows that all over the world there will be teams that will be 4 or 5 players that are a staple in that team, that are standard, around whom the team will not be built. And other players can come and go. We don't have that. We've been, like I named the last 3-4 matches, sometimes we play a brand new 11 players on every match. So there's nothing we can really do. But like I said, what we need now is to qualify first. Then we can now chase the elephant in the room when we get there.
I remember when Amadou Shuaibu qualified for World Cup, and he didn't take us to that World Cup. Right now, what do you think is wrong with these Super Eagles?
First and foremost, I do not see evidence of coaching. Watching the team, I do not see any evidence of coaching. No discernible pattern. It's like the players are just playing the individual football. Gernot Rohr has overstayed his welcome. He's been in Nigeria for so long. He is eventually going to be the longest serving Super Eagles coach of all time. But what have we got to show for it?
That's the question.
Westerhout spent quite some time, but he also delivered trophies, starting with the ECOWAS Cup that he won in Bauchi in 1989, December 1989. So what are the trophies that Gernot Rohr can show us for all the years that he's been coaching this team? It's a tough watch to watch Nigeria play, watch the Super Eagles play. It's a tough watch because you are going to be served a turgid affair, and it's not what is pleasing on the eye at all. Nobody wants to watch that kind of football. It's so distressing watching that kind of football. So I'm not surprised that the fans, in spite of the victory, the fans were complaining that, look, this team looks too boring. This team is not, does not inspire you at all. So something must give at the end of the day. I think that the Eagles need a better coach at this time who can really change the way we play, who can impose a style of play that we all can be happy about. For now, there's no style of play, no discernible style of play. Everyone, how can you be needing 2 penalties to beat a team like Liberia? And the other day, we lost to football illiterates. So it's so sad that we are this bad. I can't believe that the Super Eagles could be this bad. And we have players, good players. In the attack, we have some of the best players in the world. So what are we talking about? All he needs to do is just gel this team together. But he's unable to do that. And if he can't blend this team, then what is its usefulness?
As you just said, if you have Victor Osimhen that is very, very hot,
arguably the most expensive African player
right now, and you have to recall Odion Igalo still scoring goals for his team, and you still have this guy Iheanacho in the same team, and you still have a lot of other quality players. Yet you're not getting the desired results.
My biggest worry and my biggest fear under Gernot Rohr is the fact that some people gave him this job easily, and that has brought Nigerian football to arguably its lowest ebb. And why do I mean the lowest ebb at this stage? He made mention of Otto Gloria. Otto Gloria came in 1979. We won the Nations Cup in 1918, the first time Nigeria would win the Nations Cup. And in 1980, when Nigeria won the Nations Cup, we had, good players. In fact, the likes of Keshi were on the verge of making the 1980 Nations Cup, but then he got injured. The likes of Erin Wosu were so young, and coaches like this could spot talent. Coaches like Otto Gloria could smell talent, and they were in the national team. They made the difference. Otto Gloria later coached Portugal to the 1966 FIFA World Cup. And they had a certain man named Eusebio, another African who was fantastic and the highest goal scorer of that tournament. That's one, a quality coach. Come to Westerhout. Under Westerhout, players came from Europe but could not break into the national team. John Fashanu was one of them. He could not break into the Super Eagles squad. Despite making a good name for himself in England or wheresoever in the world. But the team was crack. Today, it's a different kettle of fish entirely. Anybody can stroll into the camp, provided you play in Europe. And that's sad. It's worrisome. It's now like, the old thing you expect, whereby the days where Ashoke was booming in Nigeria, and today everybody wants to see something different. not valuing our own. The issue of the league is there. Even if a coach is saying, oh, the league isn't good, under Keshi, the last time we won the Nations Cup of blessed memory, in 2013 in South Africa, players from the Nations Cup, players from the home front, made it to the Nations Cup. But today, even the NFF president will go to Europe and beg players to come and don the green white color of Nigeria. And at the end of the day, the player will tell you, no, I have not said yes. That's how bad it's been. We beg players to come and don the jersey of this country. And that's why you realize that players know they can easily make the first 11. They don't have to fight for it. Since you can beg anybody to come from Europe and come and don the Super Eagles jersey. It wasn't like that those days. In 2002, when Amadou Shuaibu was recalled to come and qualify the team for the World Cup, the entire defense line was changed to home-based players. One of them was Eric Ejiofor. What is happening? What has changed?
So, Jide, moving forward now, whether we qualify for the World Cup or we don't, but the way it's looking, it's as if we're going to qualify. Gareth Troy cannot take us to the next World Cup.
No, it's just not good enough. It's not, even in Africa, it's not good enough. What has he won on this continent for us? Nothing. Teams, like, if we play a match against Algeria today, even in Lagos, Algeria will beat us. Whereas we've got enough players to be able to beat Algeria or Cameroon any day. The other day, Cameroon beat us. They've not got the kind of players that we have. We have tremendous talents in midfield, in attack, in defense. But this man is unable to blend this team and turn them to world beaters. And if, as a coach, is unable to do that, is unable to get these players to complement one another and deliver the goods, then it's about time that we found a new coach. This coach, who has failed on the African continent, we don't have to take him to the World Cup. They've got to find another coach. And there are coaches who can get this job done.
A lot.
He was talking about Togloria. Well, Togloria was already a World Cup coach before he came to Nigeria. He defeated Brazil, his own country, in the World Cup in 1966. His own country, he used Portugal to defeat his own country. That's a coach with pedigree.
I want to thank you. Mia Akiri, thank you for your contribution. Osiare,
Always a pleasure.
thank you for your contribution. And Babajide, thank you for your contribution from Abuja.